As a woman that has been building her business or career for quite a while, you must have endured so many phases, the twists and turns in life, and changes in the economic climate as well. Do you sometimes feel lonely, like no one understands you, and feel there's absolutely nobody that can relate to your challenges? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be unto you. My name is Zainab Oladapo, and I want to speak to you about some problems that women like you who have done amazing things in the business world and the corporate world could have. These problems have even escalated because of the COVID-19 situation. I will also talk to you about the solutions to these problems and some strategies that will help you solve these problems. So if you're watching a replay, post replay in the comments and share your thoughts as well. Now, I'm going to talk about some of these problems that my clients have shared with me, which you might relate with. The first is feeling extremely guilty because they are struggling in their relationships with their husbands and children. The second is being in a state of overwhelm from having so many issues at work, in the family, and even in the community cropping up at the same time and pulling them in different directions. A third challenge is that they are anxious and frustrated with always showing up as superwoman. Even more so now when more people expect support from them because of the pandemic. If you're still here, you might really relate with this. The feeling of loneliness that comes with being a leader who has put in the time and the effort to build her world brick by brick. The fourth problem that you might have is feeling like an imposter despite all the great stuff you have achieved because you lack confidence to create the life you really want. You probably feel that you're not good enough to take the leap your business needs to move on to the next level or to take a stand for what you really want to lend your voice to. So, what I'm going to do now is to share with you some of the solutions to this and the strategies that can be used to combat these problems and actually get them resolved. The first solution that I'm going to share with you is a skill set fix, which will give you the mindset and know how to navigate your key relationships and take them from struggling to thriving. In order to achieve this, you'll need three strategies. The first is what I call conquer communication, where you'll get to the heart of being heard and passing your message across. A second strategy is complete compassion, which opens you up to seeing the weaknesses in yourself and others and using it as a stepping stone to get the best out of them. And the third strategy here is creativity convergence. You know, where you have a meeting point of all your innate abilities to power everything that you learn here and input it into making those relationships really work. So, second solution for these challenges that I mentioned earlier is click the cape. You know the superhero that we're all familiar with that has this cape that helps them, jump off buildings and all that. It's that cape that you wear that makes you a superwoman. So what we're going to do is to clip the cape. And we're going to clip the cape because you don't need it. You don't need to be a superwoman. And to do this, we'll be using three strategies. The very first one is resilience rock, which is learning to be okay with whatever life throws at you. The second strategy here is responsibility redefined, choosing what you want to be responsible for and giving it your best shot. The third strategy to get this issue resolved is beautiful boundaries. That's what I call it. And I love even how it sounds, don't you? It's erecting, should I say, fences to protect your personal space from encroachment. So, the third solution I'm going to share with you for all these challenges I've mentioned is expose excellence. We are um, innately able to show up at our best. So, this is what we're going to do here. I mean, this exposing excellence is a solution to all these challenges that I've mentioned. And in order to get this solution, the first strategy is shooing shame. Yes, it's identifying and addressing the thoughts that you have that bring up shameful feelings and make you feel small and unworthy. The second strategy here is inverting insecurity. You know, these insecurities that show up, these fears that come up and really sabotage your efforts. So here you will expose them and break down those the very deepest fears that show up for you and make you lack confidence in yourself. So the last strategy here, which I love the most, is dream life design. It is designing your life on your terms, not on people's expectations. So, how is this landing for you? I'd love to see that in the comments. So, basically, that's the overview of the process of reclaiming your innate confidence, taking charge of your relationships, refueling your dreams, and getting the resilience to stick it through. I'm really excited and I can't wait to read your comments. So, post below the video. Meanwhile, if you want help with any of this, post in the comments or send me a private message. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik ashhadu la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Thank you so much for listening. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.